Hey, what's going on, everybody? I wanted to show you what I've been working on. So, I've been using some Vive coding, some Claude, some ChatGPT in the background, Codex 5.4. This has mostly been done actually with Codex 5.4. Gemini initially did the layout, the UI, the UX on this, but Claude started the code and Codex kind of like just took it away and did so much more. So this is what I call my Viral Clip Factory Pro. It's a very generic name right now. And you can see I got 31 clips in here. I'm processing a clip right now. I'm actually doing a long form clip in HDR, which is 4K. It just tells me the average score of my clips, the viral potential. And now keep in mind, this is not always accurate. There's different things that can go into that. And my top score so far has been an 8.4. It's pulling that kind of data from different theories and how do I say this, analytics of what algorithms think could go viral, right? So over here, I can create short clips if I want to, or I could take my whole long form video, throw it in here so I don't have to edit any silence cuts or nothing. Like, just throw my long form in here and I'll do everything. Also, what I did was I have it converted a proxy to 1080p. Even though it said skipping proxy, it's really doing a 1080p proxy for faster editing, but it's going to output, and the input is 4K, the output's going to be 4K as well. So let's go through this. So for max clip duration, if I'm doing a short, I can typically change it 30 seconds, 1 minute, 2 minutes, or up to 3 minutes. Caption style, this part's really irrelevant because you could change this later, but this is just some kind of the ideas of the fonts for the captions and styles. Now, what I noticed is that like DaVinci Resolve and Adobe Premiere Pro and a lot of these bigger suites, they have like AI voice isolation, even CapCut. Like, they make the voices sound really good if there's a lot of background noise. Now, I know you can get microphones that will do all that for you and make it super smooth, but I wanted to do it without having to pay for hefty software prices, or maybe like somebody that wants to get into open source wants to download this on GitHub later on once I open source it. So I have AI voice isolation. um, I mean, I vibe coded that in there, and it does stronger background cleanup than a normal, let's just say a normal voice boost or something. Can normalize levels. I could do the voice boost like I mentioned. I got an automatic denoise in here. If you have some hissing, you could click this. I have different strengths as well for the AI voice isolation. Strong could make the voice sound a little bit different, but it's really gonna get rid of that background noise. Now, here we have the max amount of clips to export. That's something I always wanted to have more options of, right? Like, I mean, there's plenty of things out there that have that take some of the best clips out of your long form, turn it into shorts. But I wanted to see, if I could do more than that. So I've done up to 50, and with up to 50, I mean, it's not always going to print 50 clips. Instead, it's going to output, up to 50 clips of potential viral moments. Here we have AK upscaling if I want to do that. We have sort by score for the clips. And this is really for mobile browsers right here, keep screen awake. And the idea behind that is that if you're uploading a long clip on your mobile phone, you don't want your phone to go to sleep, because then if it does, it could drop the upload and it might not resume properly, whatever. So I have a screen awake in here, but I did also put resume upload in case the screen does go off. Here is the log window. You can see what it's currently processing and that it's active and working. It just kind of gives you an update. In just case there's any errors, you can copy this, the live processing logs, and you could put this into Claude, ChatGPT, Gemini. If you get some errors, it might tell you what's going on and then how to fix the Vive code in the background. This just is kind of like goes to the different clips here, but I want to go down further. So These are my active projects. I can show the clips like that if I want. Like, it's going to show them individually. Because, I mean, this could get really drawn out and really kind of extensive. Especially if you show all. Like, I mean, you can do all, so we'll show you all. So that's all the clips. That's Bill Slevin. He's a good dude. That's Joe Frankie. He's a good dude. And this is Majestic Mayhem, which is a podcast you should watch Sunday nights on 4GQ TV. This is Nilla Cosplay, who's an amazing cosplayer, and she did an interview with us. Now, I want to go over, these are potential exports. So I actually had to create export packs too, so you get SRTs and all of that with your clips if you really want it, but I don't use it. It's just there in case you do want to use it. You can download directly from here. You could trash the clip from here. You can download with captions from here, or you can choose edit captions. Now, this I think is the strongest feature of this so far. I haven't saved any presets, but you can choose a preset and save it and then load it later if you have like a favorite preset. You can move the captions around. See, look at that. That was something I couldn't find in other software. I do have to fix some of the framing on the two people clips when it takes two people and puts them on there. That's all automated, by the way. I didn't do that. The machine just picks up in the code, identifies the faces, and puts them on top of each other. But I like this. You can move this around. You can kind of like do zoom if you want to. You can zoom out. You can also go in here if you want to do voice isolation again on your clip and try to get it stronger. Some of this stuff, I'm going to be honest with you, there's like some vibe coding in here that it just automatically just added some cool stuff based on my prompts. So YouTube has this new thing called Vibe Check. Some of you may have access to it in Google Labs, some may not. But when you're uploading a short or something on your phone, you could do a vibe check, and it kind of like tells you, you know, if it's A, B, C, or D on different points. I kind of wanted something similar. I mean, it's not going to be as good as YouTube. I'm going to be honest with you. I mean, they have faster engines and data centers, and I mean, it's just so much better. But here you can kind of get an idea of the different hooks, the explainers, as you see, Instagram Reels, Clip Social Cuts, things like that. It kind of just gives you a payoff, clarity, the hook. I guess this clip passes. You can search for different things in here. If you want to save a quote, you can save a quote as well. But there's something that I really like that I added recently. So this is kind of new. I'm working on this part, and this part might be a little buggy right now. So I'm kind of like doing this test where I can pull keywords separated by commas, so you can put that in your YouTube stuff. Also, recommended title, which obviously I need to clean some things up here because it's not perfect, but yeah. And this kind of gives you a basis of a description. Now, of course, this is brand new. I just added this today. So this has to be updated, worked on, and be a little bit better. Now, we get down here, and this is kind of the stuff that I think is pretty cool. It gives you some ideas on instrumental music to add. It's going to get better. This is just all baked in today. I'm going to create a music folder so that you can put like clips from a service that you have a license with. And then it will auto put them into your clips, your long form videos. It will auto duck and everything for you. You can add zooms if you wanted to do random zooms. And also, if you want to make it more punchy, quicker, you can have it do auto trims, like jump cuts is essentially what that's supposed to be. I'll rename that. Now, I do like this too, right here, because this is basically where you can do a handoff to Gemini like Nano Banana. If you wanted to help create a thumbnail, you can open the frame or download the frame. It'll take the frame from your video and you copy the brief. Let's see if this works here. Open Gemini, right? Open Gemini. And I'm going to copy this brief. We're going to go that. So this is the brief here. It kind of gives it an idea what to add. I mean, you could change it too, but I just want to make it simple, right? Like the whole idea is to make this simple. We want it as simple as possible for the average person, easy to use, not difficult. I know it looks a little bit complicated right now. There's a lot of options in here. I'm going to polish that. And then here at the bottom, if you want to build an export pack to bundle the clip with your transcript, the captions, the freeze frame, and a copy to upload, boom, you click it right here and you get it. Or you click it right here and you get it. The bake and download option is, so like, let's say that you choose a font. Let's go up. Let's try something different. Let's try cinematic. Okay, so we got cinematic. We go down here. We can bake and download that onto the clip. Let's try one of these fancier ones. I got to get some of these things to work better, as you could see, but that's a work in progress. I will get there. Been working on this for a little bit now. I like the outline ones too. I think that's pretty cool. Of course, you can go with no captions. You could change the font size with this. You can also change the font style. All this is running on a Linux server with i5 8th Gen, 3060 NVIDIA, 12 gigabyte GPU, and 46 gigabytes of RAM. It's got FFmpeg in the background. It's using Whisper for detection, uses RNN for AI voice isolation. So there's just a lot of cool things that I'm working on this, and it's going to get better. And I really want to open source this for the community. I just think that, things cost too much for a lot of people. Those monthly subscriptions add up. Not to say that they don't work and they're not good. I mean, they're all great, all the options out there. But this is for people that maybe want to use open source, want to try something different, or maybe they don't have the money to constantly pay for a lot of those different engines. This is where you can upload your videos. You can also click to browse. It'll open up your folders on your machine. You could drag, drop, whatever you want to do. And it works on mobile too. So, and this is where you paste your video URL. So if you have something like, I don't know, on Rumble or another service, you just paste it, click download, make sure you only use your own videos, of course. And then, yeah, so we get these logs, and the naming scheme, I will add an option so that you can name it. But right now it's just got generic naming. So I think it said it's done. Let's see. Where is it? Long form ends in 5943. Let's refresh. And is it here yet? It might not be here yet. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer to finish rendering, but it will eventually get here. And then once it does, it's going to pop down here. So I'm excited about this. I hope it's useful for a lot of people once I do release it. I don't know much about releasing stuff for open source communities. I've never launched something on GitHub that's, been anything more than my own private things just to mess with. But I want to put this on GitHub. I want people to contribute. I want people to be able to help maintain it. I don't know anything about GitHub or open source, but I just feel like that something like this should be open source for the community and other people can use it. I do want to eventually add AMD card support as well. I think that shouldn't be too much of an issue with especially with some of the tools I'm using. It can be added in and auto detected, but yeah. Also this is a little interesting thing I added in, but I'm going to probably take this out because I don't think most people are going to use this. So instead of doing the full video, if you just want to do like segments, like, hey, you know, I had something in minutes 6 to 9, I can click this and export something and, you know, but I didn't, not going to put that in there on the final release. Anyway, I hope you guys like this idea. I've been working on it for like maybe the last 2 months. As you could tell, it's powered by Whisper, yellow detection for faces, index encoding for the GPU, which is NVIDIA, and made with love for viral content creators. Powered by AI? Nah, not really. I mean, it's been coded by ChatGPT with a lot of my prompting, a lot of different engineering, and I had to fix a lot of stuff behind the scenes too, because it's not always 100% perfect. But so really, it's a combination of powered by human, my human brain, and help from AI. But the engines are all like FFmpeg, and then OpenAI's Whisper as well. Yep. Anyway, I hope you guys like this video. Hope you enjoy it. I hope this will be useful to some people. And yeah, man, have a great rest of your day, afternoon, whatever it might be. And hope to hear from you guys in the comments. Thank you.